let's do a book haul. These are a mixture of charity shop finds, birthday presents, and a little bit of publisher mail. The first book is a book that I treated myself to for my birthday, and it is the special edition version of The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I'm not usually one to have multiple copies of the same book, but Ali Hazelwood is my favourite author, and this was the book that introduced me to her work. I feel like I have very fond memories of this book, and I think they've done a really good job with the special edition, so I had to pick it up. I know she said that there's currently no plans to do special editions of her other books, but I really hope that changes in the future. For my birthday, my friend gifted me a book box that came with some coffee, a bookish tote bag, and Persuasion by Jane Austen. I am always aiming to read more classics, so this is the perfect addition to my collection. This is not a classic that I've heard of before, but I really like that it's on the shorter side, as I'm hoping that'll make it easier to read. The next book is one that I found in a charity shop, and it's The Rachel Instant by Caroline O'Donoghue. I recently read Skipshock by Caroline O'Donoghue, and I really liked the writing, and I thought it was incredibly creative. After reading that, I really wanted to read more from this author, and I think this is her most popular book, so I was very happy to find this. In the same charity shop, I also found The Women by Kristen Hanna, and my mum was very jealous because I beat her to it and I got to the shelf first, but I'm sure she'll be borrowing this from me in the future. I love Kristen Hanna. I think she's an incredibly talented author, and I've seen amazing reviews for this book. I'm also pretty sure this is brand new. It doesn't even look like it's ever been opened. It is in pristine condition. Such a good find. The final charity shop book that I got was A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khalid Hosseini. Again, my mum was very jealous of this find, but you snooze, you lose. I've already read this book a couple of years ago, but I still think about it all the time because it was such an impactful story. I like to buy physical copies of my all-time favourite books so that I'll always have access to them, so this has been added to my collection of favourites. We then visited a lovely secondhand bookshop and I found a copy of The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. Again, this looks basically brand new and it is such a floppy edition. I've read this book before and it is another favourite of mine. This is the new version of the cover and I do actually prefer the older version, but it seems to be really hard to find, so I am still going to keep an eye out for that older cover if I can find it. Then we have Love and Other Brain Experiments by Hannah Brome, and this was an arc that I received from Head of Zeus. This is a STEM romance, and as a woman in STEM myself, I love a STEM romance. I was so excited when Head of Zeus said they were sending this to me. This is a fake dating STEM romance, which gives me the Love Hypothesis vibes, and I love that book. Obviously, I've just bought the special edition, so I'm hoping I like this one just as much. And finally, we have Open Water by Caleb Azuma Nelson. I have had my eye on this book for the longest time, and I randomly decided to pick it up when I saw that it was on a table at my local bookstore. This is a book that I see a lot of people recommend here on Book Talk, and it's also one that a lot of people seem to rate 5 stars, so I am going in with quite high expectations.